All right, this is how to teach the hex bar or trap bar deadlift. Some call it a hex bar, some call it a trap bar. Same thing. All right. My setup, now ideally, if you have bumper plates, you want the height off the ground. So at least one bumper plate so you get that initial height to set up. If you're starting with a smaller steel plate, it might be too low off the ground for some of your taller athletes. So if you can start with at least one bumper plate, then you can add regular plates from there, but just so you establish the height. All right, my setup, my feet are gonna be about hip width apart, all right? So when I squat down to grab the bar, I want my feet kind of running underneath my shoulders. Sometimes what you'll see is kids getting too far, too wide out, and their knees buckling like that, or their feet kind of get under the handles. So make sure I'm hip shoulder width apart, and I'm kind of going in one straight line here. Now, my first movement, chest up, shoulder blades back, keep your abs tight, and then squat down to the bar and grab the bar right in the middle of the handles. Sometimes they'll try to grab the front. You're gonna be right in the middle of the handles, right? So I'm gonna turn this sideways just so you can see the setup. So I'm tall, shoulder blades back and down. That's gonna set my lats, abs tight. I'm right in the middle, shoulder blades pulled back and down. All right, now once I'm here, this is a tricky part, and it takes a little learning to kind of figure it out. I want to take the slack out of the bar. That's the space between the plate and the bar. There's about a quarter inch of space in there, so I want to put some upward pressure against that, and that'll create some tension. Now once I'm locked in, lats tight, slack is pulled out, I'm going to push with my legs away. So I'm locked in, slack is out, push. Control down, touch, lats tight again, push. All right, abs tight, lats tight, push. All right. One common mistake is they'll try to yank it with their back. That's not it. Push with your legs. Your grip and your upper back support the load and keep you stable. Your legs are what move the weight, right? So that's why I consider this much more of a squatting type variation than a true deadlift. It's gonna be much more leg quad dominant, pushing, in my opinion. Can you touch and go? At a lighter weight, if you can maintain posture and stability and tap under control, you can, right? I prefer to reset each one for quality, but you can tap and go as long as it's under control. At a certain point, say around 80% of the max or so, or a heavy 5-6 reps, you're going to have to reset each one, because what's going to happen is as they smack the bar off the ground, it's going to start to move and they're going to lose stability throughout the rep. Not good. Not good for power, not good for strength, and not good for safety. So at a certain point, you're not going to be able to touch and go. Treat each one like its own separate rep. Get locked in, push away. Reset, locked in, push away. So let's say you're doing a heavy set of 3, 4, 5 reps, you would almost treat it as 3, 4, 5 separate reps throughout the whole set.